sometimes people that cause an accident will have what's called a personal umbrella policy or PUP policy, PUP. And what that means is in addition to their underlying liability policy, so let's take a car crash, for example. So in addition to their auto insurance that covers them for the auto crash, they may have a personal umbrella policy, which usually is a much larger policy limit, which will stack on top of their underlying auto coverage. Now, sometimes, it's really policy dependent. Sometimes the policies exclude automobiles specifically, but they'll cover other stuff. But a lot of times we see personal umbrella policies that do cover auto crashes. You may not know this, right? So you get into a crash with an adverse driver, they give you their insurance information, they have a $25,000 policy, you think that's all they have, you have a bad injury, so you're inclined to settle for their policy limit. That could be a massive mistake, because once you do that, you release them from any and all liability, including any other insurance carrier that might cover them. So you need to make sure, whether they have an umbrella policy or not, that you're not releasing the umbrella insurer by taking a small auto insurance settlement. So again, it gets kind of complicated. People may not be forthright in letting you know they have an umbrella policy. They may lie to you. They may forget about it. There's a lot of reasons why you may not uncover that information. Lawyers, thankfully, have tools to do that, which is why we always recommend if you're involved in a crash, particularly a serious injury crash, you should call a lawyer sooner than later. Don't negotiate. Don't settle, because you could be releasing the liability of other insurance carriers and leaving a heck of a lot of money on the table. So super important then that you call a lawyer that's experienced in this area, because there's a lot of steps involved that can make it tricky to make sure you preserve not just the claim against the other driver's auto insurer, but also a claim against their umbrella insurer as well. Super easy to mess that one up. So even as lawyers that aren't experienced in the field, so always best if you have a bad injury, bad accident, call a lawyer right away, because they will know the steps to preserve your rights, to make sure you maximize your recovery under the policies that are available.